I'm Carrie Bammer, and I am the Animal Care Manager here at the Humane Society of South Central Michigan. We are located at 2500 Watkins Road, Battle Creek, Michigan 49015. Our hours of operation are Tuesday through Friday from 12 noon to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. We are closed to the public on Sundays and Mondays. You can reach the shelter by calling 269-963-1796, and you can also visit our website at www.hs-scm.org. If you see any of the animals today that you are interested in, we cannot always guarantee that they will be available by the time that you see this, so you would always want to call the shelter at the number that I've given you, or you can always visit our website to see what animals that we have here that are available. Please call the shelter to find out more information on any of the animals that you see today that you liked. And thank you for watching. This beautiful cat is Oreo. Oreo is a domestic short-hair female, and she was born in November of 2010. Oreo is a very affectionate cat. She would most likely be best as the only cat in her new home. She may be okay with another as long as there is plenty of space for both of them. She most likely will tolerate a dog with a slow introduction. Children, she would most likely do best with kids that are 8 years and older and are used to being around a cat, although she really, really likes the children that come in the cat room and visit. She specifically, she really likes the little boys for some reason. We've got lots of pictures of her giving some of the Boy Scouts that came in with donations a kiss on the cheek. She is very vocal. She is very interested in what you are doing, and she will make a great companion for the right person, couple, or family. And this is Oreo. This is Miss Mona. Miss Mona is a domestic long-hair female, and she was born in January of 2014. Miss Mona appears to be quite a pretty quiet cat for the most part. She seems to get along with the other cats here in the room. She did come in with some of her kittens, which they were adopted, and they were kind of adult kittens when they came in. It was really hard to tell them apart. It was a quiet household that she was in, and it might be best if she goes to a home that is kind of quiet and the kids are older. She most likely will tolerate a dog, but I'm not exactly sure that she's ever been exposed to one. She is very, very sweet. She is affectionate. When with time to adjust to her new surroundings, she will most likely make a very, very nice companion. And this is Mona. This is Dewey. Dewey is a male black cat, of course, and he is approximately a year and a half old. He is new to the Humane Society. He's new to the adoptable floor. His owners had gotten him from a friend, and then they found out after they had neutered him and they did front to claw him that they were extremely allergic, and decided that this would be a really good fit for him, and he seems to be doing quite well. He tolerates the other cats, does not seem to have any issues. He most likely will tolerate a dog. He seems pretty laid back. He's vocal, so he does like to talk to you. He really likes attention, but he does not seem to be super forward about it. From what I've been told is that he likes to stand up on his back legs and he will kind of give you a hug. He puts his front feet on your shoulders and he kind of hugs you, which is kind of sweet. He will most likely do well with kids that are, respectful, maybe age of 6 and older. It just really depends on the family. And I think that Dewey's going to make an awesome companion. And don't let the black cat superstition kind of ward you off, because there is no truth in that. Black cats can bring anybody luck at any point in time, and they are very wonderful pets. All black cats that I've seen that have come in here have always been wonderful, wonderful cats. So Dewey is available for immediate adoption. This is Frank. Frank is a male domestic shorthair. He was born in August of 2011. Frank is kind of a distinguished gentleman. He is pretty reserved for the most part, but he does have a few here at the shelter that he is very, very fond of. and he does allow them to give him kisses, and he rolls over and allows them to rub his belly. I don't recommend for strangers to do that with Frank, but once you earn his trust, he is very trusting and he will allow you to do just about anything. Frank would do best in a home with older children. He most likely will tolerate another cat as long as there's plenty of space for both of them. And he's probably been around a dog or two, and as long as it is cat friendly and used to being around cats, if it's not a high energy dog, Frank most likely will get along with it very well. He will make a very nice companion for a person or a couple, possibly a family that has some cat experience. And this is Frank. Well, we have several cats that are out here in the solarium, and they are soaking up the sun, which is a wonderful day to do that. This is Abraham. Abraham is a domestic short hair, and he was born in December of 2011. Abraham is a very quiet boy. He would prefer a quiet home, probably with older children or no children. He may adjust to another cat as long as it is cat friendly and they have plenty of space for themselves. I know that in his previous home that he was with a smaller dog and they were pretty close. They were pretty good buds. And because someone became allergic in the household, Abraham was then surrendered. And so I think that he misses his friend very much. He would do well with a dog that is used to being around cats, is low energy, of the smaller breed. Maybe that would rekindle something for him and bring back a little bit of spunk to his step. Abraham is a very nice boy. He does enjoy attention and affection, but he would prefer a much quieter setting. And this is Abraham. This is Cece. Cece was our pet of the week last week. She is a domestic short hair, and she was born in August of 2011. Cece is our longest resident at this time. She has been here for almost 2 years. She was here as a kitten, and she was returned at about a year old. They were moving and could no longer keep her, and so Cece was returned to us. Cece would most likely prefer to be the only cat in her new home. She may tolerate another, but she does not require another cat in the home to be happy. She may tolerate a dog as long as it is cat friendly and they are introduced properly and slowly, and she has plenty of time to adjust. She would do well with children that are probably 8 years and older. She does not mind being held like a baby from time to time. It just really depends. With her, it's mostly about trust. So if she trusts you, Cece allows you to do just about anything. She does get kind of feisty from time to time, and does like to do little love nibbles. She does have a little bit of an attitude, and kind of a spunky is what it is not necessarily an attitude. She is very fun, playful, and she will bring lots of interesting new things to her new home. And this is Cece. This is Chrissy. Chrissy is a domestic long-hair calico, and she was born in November of 2010. Chrissy is kind of in our quiet area. She would prefer to be the only cat in her home. She's very affectionate, but the room is kind of busy, and she would prefer just a little bit more solitude. Although there have been other cats in the room with her, they also have similar personalities, and she does fine with them and adjusts to them just fine. She seems to have a little bit more confidence and comes out for more attention when she knows that some of the other cats cannot get to her. She most likely will tolerate a dog as long as they are introduced very slow and properly, and it is not a high energy dog. She most likely will do well with children that are probably older, just because she is a little bit shy to new situations. She is a social cat. She is not skittish by any means, but she would prefer to be in a home rather than the shelter can be a real busy place, and sometimes it's just a little too much for her. But this is Chrissy, and she is available for adoption. This is Fluff. Fluff is a domestic long-hair female, and she was born in August of 2013. Fluff has kind of a funny personality. Some of the staff members used to think that she was kind of finicky, but in all honesty, Fluff is actually very, very good with the customers. She loves playing with all kinds of toys, and she likes interacting with the customers and the clients that come into the Humane Society. She most likely would prefer to be the only cat in her new home. She may be okay with one other as long as there is plenty of space for both of them, but I would not expect that they will become best friends, but they could be compatible and they could just learn to be, together. She most likely will tolerate a dog as long as it is cat friendly. She may be a little forward if she feels as though she is being threatened. I could totally see her standing her own and being able to stand up to a dog. Children she would do fine that was at least 8 years and older, maybe younger. It just really depends on the kids and whether or not they're respectful and used to being around a cat. This is Fluff, and she is ready for immediate adoption. This is Smudge It. Smudge It is a domestic short hair female, and she was born in June of 2010. Smudge It ended up here because her owner went into an assisted living home where she could not keep her, and she could not find any family members that would take her, and she thought she would be a good fit for here. She has taken some time to adjust, but is coming out more and more. She is front declawed, and she's approximately 4 years old and has not really been exposed to a lot of cats. So usually when cats are like that, we expect that they're going to hide a little bit until they get better adjusted. She is very affectionate. She would do well with children that are probably 8 years and older, maybe younger. It just really depends on the family, and that are respectful of her. I don't really know if she's been around a dog. It's a possibility. If the dog is cat friendly and low energy, she most likely will adjust. She will just need time to adjust to her new surroundings. She seems as though she was probably a pretty nice lap cat for the woman that she was with, and she might make a really nice lap cat for someone else. As you can tell, she is very pretty. She's got nice markings, and then she is front declawed. So that is sometimes people really look for that. It's better if they're already done rather than having to do when they're older. This is Smudge It, and she is ready for immediate adoption. This is Zerai. Zerai is a domestic long-hair female, and she was born in May of 2012. And doesn't the green shamrocks just bring out the beautiful green coloring in her eyes? Zerai is a very quiet cat. She does like attention. She does not mind being brushed from time to time, and she will require that because of her hair. She would do best with children that are at least 8 to 10 years and older and respectful of her. She most likely would prefer to be the only cat in her home where she had all of the attention, or at least she just did not have to share her space with another cat. She may tolerate a dog as long as it is cat friendly. She is affectionate. She can be talkative from time to time. It just really depends. But as you can tell, that she is a very nice girl and she deserves a second chance. And this is Zerai. This is Turbo. Turbo is a domestic short hair, and he was born in September of 2013. Turbo can be a little reserved, but he is very cat social, and he has several cats in the room that he really plays with, and he was bonded with. They've been adopted recently, so he's kind of going through an adjustment period. I don't really know why someone named him Turbo, except for every once in a while his eyes get really big, because for the most part he's pretty quiet, and he's not a super high energy cat. He would do well with children that are older and are respectful. He does have a playful period during the day where he is very, very rambunctious, but then he does sleep quite a bit in the afternoon. He most likely will tolerate a dog as long as it's cat friendly and they're introduced properly and slowly. Turbo is a very nice boy, and he is going to make an awesome companion for the right person, couple, or family. And this is Turbo. This is Tina. Tina is a domestic short hair. She was born in July of 2013. Tina is very, very sweet, and she loves attention. It will take her some time to get used to her new surroundings once she is adopted. She does tolerate the other cats, and if they are playful or if they're super rambunctious, she may choose to have her own area, but she is pretty affectionate with most of the volunteers that come in. They will sit down. She climbs in their lap, and she really likes the attention. I see her in the caged area. She loves playing with toys, and she most likely will tolerate a dog as long as it is calm and used to being around cats and it's not a high energy dog. Children should be older in Tina's new home. Tina is going to make an awesome companion for someone. They just have to come in and seek her out. She is very, very affectionate, and she's going to make an awesome companion. This is Tina.
AccessVision. Your voice, your community.